Hi everyone, welcome here. Uh, I am a master student for MSc Applied Artificial Intelligence, and currently I'm going to demonstrate my research method video for which I have been asked to by the instructor. First of all, what I will do, I will explain my dissertation and tell you about all the details. So my dissertation title is Data Integration and Statistical Analysis of Small and Medium Enterprise Participation in UK Public Procurement. I am doing this under the supervision of Sir Ali Salman and under the coordination of Sir Arbaz Alam. We do have two industry experts that are helping us. Uh, One of them is Ehsan and Jay, and I also have two other students that are helping me till the data collection because we're going to do use the same data for their project. Let's move on. So basically, the government of UK do spend 300 billion pounds every year for the small and medium enterprise procurement gap, and from that particular amount, 300 billion pound, 33% of that policy is has been awarded to use by the small and medium enterprises, SMEs basically. But in actual, they do not use 33%, they actually do use only 20%. So why this gap is too much and why it's not being filled for 10 years and more than 10 years, we are going to check that as well. So the particular reason that we can understand is that there are multiple burdens and multiple, you can say, paperwork are being done by the large enterprises that cannot be afforded by the small enterprises or medium enterprises. And also, whoever passes the tender do have a large firm and they do have all the store things that are already established. And also, the buyer also choose the person for which they are really comfortable because they do business with them, so it's more easy for them to like trust the old suppliers. Okay, so what we are not going to include in this video, that we are not going to handle the large sector, large enterprise, uh, but we are only focusing on small and medium enterprises. Okay, let's move further. So what is the research aim? Our research aim is to build a particular system that can identify the patterns across all the sectors for the SME contracts and do give us a statistical and AI-driven techniques to examine them. Okay, so it's not going to be an individual base; it's going to be a sector base, a particular region base, or a particular contract value or time. We do have objectives for this uh, project is we are going to build, first of all, going to build the data set. We do have some source of truth to find the data sets. One of them is find a tender, one of them is contract finder, and then company's house API, which will help us to get all the data. We will do classification development where we will make them, you say, groups to target a particular classification, and then we will target the accuracy around 90 plus. We will run the exploratory data analysis for which we can see the charts, we can see the different, you can say, plots by using different libraries like Seaborn or what you say, Seaborn, TweetWiz, to check the charts and to get all that uh, stats. Then we will apply the k-means for clustering and xgboost for regression to identify the structure patterns that how these procurement projects are being handled in particular region, size, and time. Okay. Then we will translate the finding into policy recommendation, and then we will submit our uh, dissertation in August 2026. How we are going to collect the data? First of all, we will going to have a particular API that is being provided by the supervisor, which is absolutely free. That is find a tender, for which what we will do, we will get all the rewards record against the government year. Then we will have contract finder, which help us to download all the contract data that has procurement awarded data that has been won. So what we will do, we will get that as well. Then we have company house APIs that will help us to get employees count, then our balance sheets, etc. These kind of data. So let's move toward the data processing pipeline. How we are going to process the data? Obviously, it's going to be a raw data, and there is a high chance that the data can be a missing entity can have over here. So first of all, we will get the raw data, then we will merge or remove the duplicates. Basically, it's a removal process, data cleaning process. Then we will treat the missing data values by using Python libraries, and then we will apply the SME classification, which will help us to classify the patterns that why this particular uh, project got won. And then we will apply the analytical data sets, and we will target around 90 plus uh, accuracy by partial data only, validate decision tree, etc. Coming towards, we do have a technical approach. First, we will do the EDA, exploratory data analysis. Over there, we will see the charts and plots to see how these things are being working. Then we will see the regional maps and sectors. Then we will see the interfacial statical testing. Over there, we will use the cheese-scare for the sector differences, that in which particular sector the procurement project is being won. And then we will have crucial values for the contract values, and for the time series, we will decomposition of 2016 to 2025 data and effect the size alongside the p-values. For the machine learning, will be using k-means for clustering, for grouping of the won project. Then we will use XGBoost from the to get the probability to check that even the project is going to win or not. And then we will use the shape value for transparent explanations. We do have some limitations because we know that we do have data, and it's been scattered. That some of them are being very low, sometimes it's very high for the SMEs, but we do not have particular reason why it's being done. So for that we have to get another technique, but in this way we cannot get the particular reason that why these uh, awards are not won by a company or a small enterprise or medium enterprise. Then we will have variable data completeness, because in the earlier time there could be possibility that we can have a less data, and that is not filled, so it can cause missing values, and we will have problem in getting the exact data. Then we will have historical bias in ML model. As you know that we try to add the biased code, bias audits basically, to avoid this problem. But as you know that we can have missing data, so that can cause a problem in biasness. And also we have limited procurement act 2023. This act worked in 2023, so that's why before that we are not going to have data for much data for this, because after this application we have only 2 years for the data. So it can also cause a limitation in our coursework dissertation. So there are some ethical issues. Although we do have data sources which are public data sources, we are not going to get any particular personal data or any restricted data. But there are some problem in the biasness. It could be possible that machine learning model can get biased while auditing the procedures. We do have ethical declaration for this. We will submit our supervisor when he will require. Uh, and then after that we have reporting level. We are not going to get the reports for a particular company or particular individual, but it would be reporting level would be at sector level or at a higher level. So that's all. Thank you so much. Just to summarize, we do have a data set which is going to be from the UK procurement data set. Then we have used the classification. For that, we have three criteria. SME classification, you will see in the report, and that is explained very detailed to resolve the definitional inconsistencies across the prior literature. Methods, we do have first application for the k-means plus XGBoost and SHAV for interpretability to UK SME procurement data. Before that, I don't think so. Under my knowledge, it's not being used before. And for the policy output, we have used sector level data, not a particular individual level data, but sector level, regional level, or temporal findings. So thank you so much for your time and have a nice day. Thank you.